Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the next 3 months. This is going to be for April through June of 2024. You have this card that says a personal issue reaches resolution, and you also have this card that says a new start is coming. So clearly there's some sort of fresh start coming in, and you have the Fool, which is the card of a fresh start. So there is definitely a new beginning coming in for you here, and it looks like a very abundant new beginning. That looks good. So we'll have to see what comes up. But you have the Fool, the Star, and the Empress. I'm hearing like go for it. You know, I feel like you really need to go for something. The Star is like having a North Star. It's like having a goal, wish, or dream, something that you really want to accomplish, something that would make you feel like totally fulfilled with the Empress, or something where you feel like you're more in control of your destiny. And I feel like this is something that makes you feel that you can have more control over your day even, right? So, it looks to me like some of you are really trying to take control here with this Star, like in a good way. We're not talking about negative control, of course, but, again, it seems to me like you're trying to have more control over your life in general. And here you go, Chariot. Chariot is a card of hard control, and it's the card of having control over your life. So exactly everything that I was saying. This is a very good reading, Capricorn. So, it looks really, really good to me. There definitely could be love coming in for you, by the way. And the interesting thing about love, like if we were to just say that, if I were to say this is a love reading, right? And I were to totally eliminate all the other messages, the Fool can say that there is like a person, this dog here, there is a person who is kind of like on your path, or, who is kind of like willing to go on a journey with you, someone who's excited to do that. And I kind of get that feeling here with the Fool, is that there's a person, or maybe you're finding a person who you are excited to go on a journey, the journey of life with, or whatever you want to call it. And I kind of get that feeling here. I also feel that some of you are about to go on an adventure. You go Page of Wands down to the World, and you also have the Chariot here. So some of you could be moving or traveling, and there could be a lot of accomplishments coming in for you based off of like moving or traveling. So if over the next 3 months, or I would really say for the next few years, if you are moving, traveling, going to new locations, there could be a lot of benefits, or there could be a lot of opportunity because of it. You have the Star card. The Star can represent like hope, faith, renewal. I am getting something about healing here. And you do have that card that says a personal issue reaches resolution. I think that it's going to be different for all of you if you have a personal issue. But whatever it is, you could be healing that personal issue. I also feel that you are kind of like accomplishing things at this time, because again, the Star represents having a North Star. This big star right here, it kind of represents having something that you use as your North Star, having something that you want to accomplish in life. Whatever it is, doesn't matter how big or how small it is either, but the Star is about like working towards that thing that you want to accomplish. And if you do that, if you take the steps necessary, you will accomplish it. The Star also says nothing is impossible. If someone's done something, you can. She's pouring water here onto the earth from the pool of universal consciousness, and it says what's possible for one person is possible for everyone. So, I feel for a lot of you, this is about kind of like taking action towards something. You have the Empress, and the Emperor, by the way, with the Lovers. So there clearly could be a love connection, divine counterpart coming in for you if you are looking for love. This might require a move, by the way. You have the World with the Emperor and the Chariot. So some of you, I do get that this could be like long distance. But for others, I feel that you could be meeting a person. I kind of have a story popping into my head where it's like you meet a person and it's like maybe they're moving in the future, so, you might meet them and then have to move in the future, or, again, maybe they don't even know that they're going to move yet. And maybe you don't even know this. But again, I kind of see that you could be meeting a person where maybe like you meet this person and you move in the future with them, or something along those lines. And if you don't want love, and even if you do, I think there's clearly a lot of abundance coming in for you. You have this Legacy card here, which I think that you are definitely one of the signs that is very focused on like building, leaving a legacy, creating more wealth, or whatever it is that you want. With the Fool, you have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you are letting go of something completely from the past, and you're just having a new beginning. Personally, I like the Ten of Swords because he's dead. It doesn't get much worse than that. There's nowhere else for him to go but up. His next option is to just have a rebirth. That's the whole point of the Ten of Swords, is that he needs to realize something is dead, done, over with, and he just needs to move on to the next thing. So, again, I feel like some of you are just going on to the next thing. With the star, you have the moon. The moon says that you've had a lack of clarity maybe on answers as far as like what your next step should be. The moon is part of the fool's journey. And I always say we have to get down this path here to these mountains. The mountains in the background kind of represent a challenge, but they also represent an achievement as well. So, again, maybe you've been in a moon period. You're not sure if you're moving in the right direction. I kind of feel like this reading is confirmation, especially the end here. This is the area, the good stuff. And you have this Fates card right here, which says that something is fated, literally, in your life. And so I feel like you're kind of like moving in the right direction, more or less. With the Empress, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like someone who has a lot to offer. It's like, I feel you have a lot to offer each other, especially if you're attracting a person. And this is definitely, a very abundant person it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. I think that you're just attracting a person who's very abundant. I feel like they want the same things you do. There's a lot going on here. So, I really don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. But again, I think that there's a lot of potential. Ace of Pentacles is like the path to marriage as well. So really, really nice. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have a security card and this freedom card. I feel that anything that makes you feel not free is going to be a major problem for you moving forward, again, over the next few years. So, I think that Capricorn in particular, if you're dealing with any challenges or, if you're dealing with something that makes you feel restricted, you're probably going to either run away from it or just not want to deal with it at all. I don't think you're running away from your problems. That's not what I'm saying. But, again, if you enter into a situation like a job, where there are too many restrictions, you're probably going to say, you know what, I'm going to go find something else where there aren't so many restrictions. Or it could be the thing that like motivates you to start a business or to create more freedom. Same thing in love. Again, if you are dealing with a person who's like suffocating you, you're probably not going to want to deal with it. So, again, I feel like some of you are just more freedom focused, but this is like a good thing. You have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Swords. The Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So, again, you've had Pluto in your sign for 20-something years, and I feel like you are finally feeling better, or you're finally going to start feeling better, like you can make better choices, and like things are actually working out for you, and there aren't so many challenges. I also feel you could clearly be meeting a person. If you want a family, you could clearly be meeting a person that you will be having a family with this Ten of Cups. I mean, Ten of Cups is definitely a major celebration. With the Page of Wands, like I said, I feel that adventure it pretty much comes up for every single sign now. It's kind of annoying, but what I would say is over the past 2 years, everybody gets these adventure cards, but more specifically, even like the last 6 months, it's been way more aggressive as far as adventure is concerned. But, I think that there are a lot of benefits in adventuring, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Aquarius is all about innovation, and the only way to innovate is to go have new experiences, find new problems to solve, or, see where there are missing pieces of the puzzle or that you can fill in life, and you have to go on adventures to find those things. So, again, of course, it makes sense to me. I also feel like we're in a time where the universe wants us to change our story. So if we're just living the same story, doing the same thing every single day over and over and over again, we're not changing our story. So, again, I think that the adventure part of the readings, it's more about changing your story. It doesn't mean you have to go travel somewhere. It could be an adventure of the mind. You could learn something new. Instead of going to the same store every day, you could go to another one. Instead of going to the same gym, you could go to a different one, right? So it's about just making those tiny little changes. You have the Six of Swords. You are heading towards improvement. We see this clearly. So I feel that you're just getting out of the choppy waters. I feel like you've had a lot of changes. You've left a lot of things behind. There have been a lot of deaths and rebirths, not literally as in people, although it could be. But I feel like there have been just a lot of things that you have let go of, things that you have released, and maybe some things you've been forced to release, and other things you have just chosen to release. And I really see this as the release, and the Six Swords in the front of the boat, they represent everything that this woman and the child have learned through the things that they have let go of, all the lessons, the challenges, the all the things all the wisdom that they've gained from everything that they've been through. And so they're not completely empty-handed. They are bringing everything that they have learned across the choppy waters and to the calmer shores, right? With the Ten of Cups, you have the Hangman here. I feel like this could be a person who really changes your perspective as well. So again, you could be meeting a person who really opens your eyes to like the world, or you could be doing this to them as well. But the Hangman is, about gaining a new perspective. What the heck is going on here? And, again, gaining a new perspective, seeing things from a different point of view. So, again, you could be, kind of really attracting a person who kind of like opens up your worldview, or it could be you that's doing this to a person as well. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, look, Two of Cups. So, definitely a perfect match going this way here. I feel like there's a lot of desire in this connection. And, I also feel that clearly there's like some sort of adventure going on here with that Two of Cups in the Page of Wands with the World and the Chariot here. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if you're attracting someone from a distance, or, like I said, if you meet a person, they're moving and you have to move with them. Like, this could be kind of sudden, but I don't know. If it works, it works. I also feel that the Two of Cups is communication. So there needs to be communication in this situation. Two of Cups is like you and your higher self. And, again, it kind of says that you're being guided by your higher self. And then even on the Lovers, this angel here is your higher self angel. So I kind of feel like you are being, divinely led to a person, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates if you're looking for love. I was going to say something else as well, but it escaped me. So if it comes back, I'll let you know. With the Six of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is you. I literally feel that this is just saying that you are moving on to calmer shores. You are improving your life in some way. So that looks really good to me. What I was going to say here on the Two of Cups is Two of Cups can represent someone who's very different than what you would normally go for. But again, if it works, it works. You have this in the area of what's coming towards you. You have this Parenthood card. It says healing your inner child will help you make money. It is interesting that over like the last year or two, I've been getting a lot of these messages of needing to be more playful, and I think we're in kind of like a serious time. So whenever we're taking things too seriously, I think the universe wants us to go the other way, right? It says, don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. You have this legacy card. It says your work will be passed down to future generations. Harvest the gifts of your ancestors. These gifts are also yours. I think that you're just building and leaving a legacy like everybody else. You could be building a family with a person, like I said, or you could be working on a big project or writing a book, or, kind of making your mark in the world. And I feel a lot of you Capricorn people could be doing that. Again, I think after having Pluto in your sign for so long, after that period of time, it's definitely your time to shine, right? You have the Lovers, the Emperor, and the World. Clearly, you could be attracting a person here if you're looking for love. We've talked about it enough. I feel like if you're not looking for love, and even if you are, the Lovers kind of represents being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. And you have that Two of Cups. Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. And so this kind of says that, right here, that your higher self is trying to communicate with you. This could be through like signs, symbols, synchronicities. This could be through your dreams. And so I would pay attention to those moments where you're having like intuitive hits, or you're communicating with your higher self, or any of that stuff, I would pay attention to. You have the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking control. We said something about control, and, then you have the Chariot. So this to me would say that you're taking control of your life, or you are stepping into a position where you want to take more control. You could be making your own decisions, for example. Maybe for a long time you've allowed other people to make choices and decisions for you in life. And it seems to me like now you're making your own decisions. Of course, this could also be your divine counterpart. You have the World. And the World is a card of accomplishments and achievements. So I feel like you are getting out into the world and, accomplishing new things. I also see travel for you. Again, this kind of makes sense based off your astrology, but, I think a lot of you could be traveling or moving over the next few years as well. But definitely a lot of, accomplishing going on here as well. With the Lovers, you have two cards. You have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. The Six of Cups is childlike energy, right? And just like I said, so, the Six of Cups can represent being more playful. And I would definitely look at this as, I think this could be a playful connection that's coming in for you. And it wouldn't be, not playful in a bad way. This is like playful in a good way. I also feel, Six of Cups to me is a soulmate. I don't read it as a person coming back from the past. To me, it's probably a new person anyway that's coming in for you based off this reading. And I feel it's like a very playful, more lighthearted connection. Six of Cups really says that this is something that is, that is being protected. These children are being protected by this card, and they're inside these castle walls here as well on the Six of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is like a fantasy. So I don't know. Someone is either you're fantasizing about someone here, Capricorn, or someone's fantasizing about you is kind of like the feeling I get here. Whatever it is, I'm not calling you out, but I totally am because I kind of feel like it's you here with the Seven of Cups. So sorry, not sorry, but I feel like there will be a victory here if you are fantasizing about a person. Are you kidding me? With the Emperor, you have the Ace of Swords. I just said victory. It could be an Aries coming in for you, or this person has Aries in their chart or something like that. Could be any sign, general reading, but I definitely feel there will be a victory here. I also feel if you don't want love or if you already have it, clearly there are victories coming in for you at this time. So, these look like personal victories to me. And again, even if you want love, I feel for all of you Capricorns, you are clearly working on something that has a lot of potential with the Ace of Pentacles, this legacy card as well. So if you're working on any personal projects, any, side projects, any side hustles, ideas, now is the time. With the World, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're really standing out in the world. Again, doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel that you are just being bold, assertive, really moving towards, the things that you want to create or have in your life. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Loyal Heart card. Clearly, this person would be very loyal, so if you're getting into a connection here. You also have this Fates card. I feel like there's like something is fated here. I just said that, but, I feel like there's like a fated connection, or the universe is really trying to bring two people together, or trying to bring a situation into alignment. The Fates card also says that you could be taking control of fate, or of your destiny, with the Chariot here. The Chariot is about being in alignment. So, it's as above, so below. He's got these stars here, these moons right here on his shoulders, and it just says the Chariot, he's not attached to these two sphinxes here. The sphinxes represent the mysteries of the universe, but the reason he's being guided is because he's in alignment. So it's like he wants something and he's in alignment with what he wants. And so the universe is bringing him to whatever that situation is. And the universe is also moving him away from this city that is behind him. So when we are in alignment, then that's when we get what we want. And again, I think a lot of you are you're either in alignment or you are perfectly matching something that you desire here. You have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction, so I think it's time to set yourself free, even though it's coming up in the good stuff. Again, I read intuitively, and I do feel some of you need to get unstuck here. And the Eight of Swords is about only seeing one way of doing things when there are many ways to do everything that you could possibly want to do. So I feel like you just have to be open to all the ways of doing things. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is all about following your heart and following your intuition. And so I feel for a lot of you, your heart is guiding you towards something. And again, it doesn't have to be love. This could be something that you will love. It could be, with all this love here, even if you don't want love or if you already have love, all this love could just say that you are being guided towards working on something that you do love. This could be like a new daily routine, a new business, a new job. I'm getting like everything here, Capricorn, but I feel like there's just more love coming into your life, and that could be literal, or it could be more something that you will love. Let's see. With the Chariot, you have the World. There you go. Definitely, some of you are definitely moving. Some of you also are clearly achieving great things at this time, especially for those of you that have worked tirelessly, I'm getting, on a project or business over the last several years. I feel that you're finally going to be getting the success you deserve. I feel like there's a big release as well, especially if things have been very up and down or unpredictable. There's some sort of release here. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is like this or that thinking. And Two of Swords basically says that there is a better option behind you. She has this island behind her here, and that island represents a third place, a different solution. It's crazy to me that so many people get the Eight of Swords with the Two of Swords. I've had this happen multiple times where this combination has come up. So, this kind of really says that there are probably a lot of other ways to do things that you want to do in your life. And you just have to kind of stay open to other ways, other options. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Lovers again. So, sorry for the people that don't want love, but, clearly Lovers twice, Two of Cups, Six of Cups. There's tons and tons of love going on here. Like I said, if you don't want love, I feel that, and even if you do, I feel that the Lovers could say that you've been at a crossroads and you've had a choice to make. I do feel that for a lot of you Capricorn people, that you've had choices that you have to make, and now you're making those choices. You have this Drama card. I would avoid the drama just in general. I kind of feel also that some of you are making choices that other people in your life wouldn't make, and that could be causing some drama. Two of Cups, and I would just ignore it because, again, as I always say, people who are concerned with how you live your life, they need to get a hobby, right? Yeah, you have this companionship card. Definitely a true companion coming in for you. I mean, clearly, looks very good for those of you that want a connection. You have this achievement card. The whole entire reading was about achievements. So I feel that you are achieving new heights. I am getting that. Like, I would double down on the successes. I would make sure that you are creating, that you are doing more of the things that work, and, making sure that you're paying attention to what works as well, like in work and business, even in your love life as well. If there are certain things that are working, keep doing those things, right? You have this detachment card. I feel like you need to detach from outcomes. It looks, my one criticism of this reading is that Eight of Swords and that Two of Swords. Again, they're coming up in the area of the good stuff, but I read intuitively, and intuitively, I'm getting a little bit of a stuck feeling here, Capricorn. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. So I feel for some of you that it's like you're too worried about what's going to happen in some sort of choice that you're trying to make. And there really is no good advice other than you just have to rip the Band-Aid off and do it, right? So I wish I had like some sort of magic pill, but, that's the only thing you can do. You have this publicity card. Again, we are entering into an amazing time for getting attention. Pluto and Aquarius. So I tell everyone, like, shine your light. You have the star here. Anything you can do to get attention on whatever you're working on yourself, if you want love or, whatever. I would try to get as much attention as you possibly can, because it'll probably lead to success, or, could lead to opportunities, a job, whatever. But this looks amazing. Love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.